And we're back for another episode. In this episode I'm going to be doing the Dhorme Chimera for the Dragoon Relic quest. Yeah, so getting into this particular instance, there was a very long queue, but whatever. It's a random Thursday, you know. There's no reason for people to be queuing up for this in high speed, you know. So, just waiting for the pull, and we can do this. We're just waiting for the tank to pull. So it's important at this point not to do anything that would pull threat of Chimera until he's in position. So no buffs, no regen, nothing, we're just waiting. Going down, to be honest, really quick, because I guess we're really overgeared for this. The good thing about using Spine Shatter Dive is that when you drop from that jump, you actually stay at the target. Because the DPS is obviously just straightforward, avoid the AoE until you win. Go. Super easy win. Just give a random commendation. And to leave the instance, make sure you leave through the exit portal, which is all the way at the beginning. And leaving through the exit portal, I just do it to guarantee that I will get the quest reward, just in case. You know, better to be safe than sorry. So I'm going to return now to Geralt in North Shroud. So the general rotation I go for on Dragoon is to do Heavy Thrust, Fracture, which is borrowed from Marauder, and Phlebotomize first, get all the dots up. Then I do Impulse Drive, Disembowel, and Chaos Thrust. Then I do True Thrust, Vorpal Thrust, and Full Thrust. Now, if you were to imagine these three abilities as number 1, then these three as number 2, and then these last three as number 3, then the rotation I do in my head is I do 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, and then start again. So every third set is always on these three to renew your dots. And in between you can you can weave in jumps, you can weave in buffs and so on. But I find that is a good way to do it because it keeps your dots up all the time and so on. It is kind of TP intensive though, so you have to make sure you hit Invigorate every single time it's up, because that will give you back 500 TP. But I mean, that's there for that reason, is because your abilities will drain your TP too quickly if used in the right way. So anyway, let's now talk to Geralt. So Geralt says, just a dozen more kettles and then it's off to the tower of you again. What in the 7 hells do you want this time? So we're handing over the Illumina salts, which we got from Chimera. So it says, and of course the adventurer comes back triumphant. Should have bloody known that not even Chimera would be able to put you out of me misery. Hand over those Illumina salts and I'll get right to work. So there, the deed's done. I squeezed out every ounce of me skill to restore your weapon, and I think you'll agree it looks the part. Yeah, there's some missing somehow, though I'm buggered if I know what. The piece just lacks a certain glow, as it were. We need to learn more about the relic. Literature surrounding the hero associated with it would be a fine place to begin. But I ain't exactly a scholarly, and I haven't the slightest inkling where to get me hands on such stuff. As much as I hate to say this, Rowena's probably the one to talk to. Thing is, I'd sooner shove hot kettles up me arse sideways than owe that thrice damned Harridan another debt. You're going to have to make yourself useful once again. Take yourself to Rowena and ask for her help, and return here once you've learned something or might be of use. Okay, so we need to teleport straight to Revenant's Toll. And I find it is generally a good idea to have Revenant's Toll as one of your favoured destinations, because you will go there so often for questing, for doing the Extreme Relic quest every week and so on. There is many reasons to keep going there. So Rowena's at the top of this hill. I'm curious as well how much more this place will develop after patch 2.2 launches in 2 weeks time as well. Here's Rowena. So Rowena says, you're looking a bit more run down than before. You're dealing with Gerol taking their toll. Actually, forget I even asked. My mouth tastes of bile if I so much as think of that sorry specimen. So, is there something you need? Literature on the hero of old who once wielded your weapon? I reckon I can find what you need. Might take a bit of time, is all. Of course, this ain't exactly a charity I'm running here. I can get you what you want, but you'll have to do likewise for me. I'll track down literature on Saint Renette. For your part, you're to bring me an Amdapor glyph. You'll find this inside Amdapor Keep, a ruined castle situated in South Shroud. Clear on the deal? Then run along and fulfill your part of it. Okay, so now we have to just do Amdapor Keep. And it's important to remember that when you're doing the quest for Relic Reborn, if it tells you to do a dungeon or whatever, you have to do it as the class that you're going for the relic. So in my case, it does say specifically, obtain an Amdapor glyph by completing Amdapor Keep as a Dragoon. So I must go as a Dragoon because it's a Dragoon relic I'm going for. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie.